I think Harris really fits the Steeler image, the way he plays. ATM may be a stretch, but I don't know what else they need. The notables that were not selected, Alex Leatherwood from Alabama, an offensive lineman. Also, Trayvon Moore, the safety from TCU, Rondell Moore, wide receiver Purdue, and Jalen Mayfield, offensive tackle from the University of Michigan.
Okay, so two things, listeners. Do you like what the Lions got out of that? I personally do. And then, who's the guy? Is there a guy left that you would be willing to trade up for in the second round?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, there's a few of those.
I've got some great reaction to this.
Okay.
And we'll get to it.
Who did you have Lions taking?
Who'd you say?
Where did Lions go?
Denver.
Okay, that's what I thought. Just want to double check.
All right, 97.1, the 10.
WXYT FM and WXYT HD1 Detroit. An Odyssey station. Sports headlines all day, every day. From the Sold by Mike Z Sports Desk. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
This update is brought to you by Brand Chevrolet. Jamer Candelario and Wilson Ramos combined to drive in 3 runs last night as they lead the Tigers to a 6-4 win over the Astros. Victory that gives Detroit a sweep of that 3-game midweek series in Houston. The Chicago White Sox's Carlos Rodon throws the second no-hitter of the 2021 baseball season as the Sox beat the Cleveland Indians last night 8-0. Reggie Jackson was Mr. April for the Los Angeles Clippers last night as his clutch basket with just under 3 seconds left in the game would give them a 100-98 win over the Pistons. Afterwards, head coach Dwayne Casey talked about the loss.
We haven't done a good job the last 2 games closing quarters, and we still did the same thing tonight. And somehow, somewhere, we got ball and focus and intensity and also to discipline to close quarters.
Red Wings will look to win their 3rd in a row as they battle the Chicago Blackhawks tonight at Little Caesars Arena, which starts at 7:15 on AM 950. This evening's contest will be the Wings' debut for forwards Jakob Vrana and Richard Paddock, both acquired from the Washington Capitals in Monday's trade deadline. NCAA officials voted yesterday to allow major college football and basketball players to transfer once before graduating without being required to sit out a year. Anyone who wants to transfer this year has until July 1st to do so. Keep this in mind. Right now, there are 1,350 players from Division I basketball alone that have their names currently in the NCAA's transfer portal. From the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Tony Ortiz. For more, stay tuned to 97.1 The Ticket and radio.com.
Live from the Jamie Samuelson Studio, Stoney and Jansen on 97.1 The Ticket.
Thank you, Gio. Yes, it is wonderful to be in a city where your baseball team sweeps the Houston Astros. Those cheaters. Oh, our manager. That's
You want to make it one, too?
That's right. You what? Ran around. Yes, some of that friend of my text when he said, "Vinny, Pitch is the greatest manager ever."
Starting route to Walnut Lake Road. In 4.1 miles, turn left onto Walnut Lake Road.
All right, we have the mock draft 2.0. I'm always interested in what the reaction is. 248-539-9797, and on the ticket text as well. And maybe this is important as reaction from the guys here. John, what do you think? I don't know if you have a copy of my first one.
I do, and I have an interesting comparison. It has nothing to do with football at all. But we started talking earlier about what your dinner order tonight or tomorrow, and I looked back at my Stoney 1.0, and on the very top of it, at some point 2 weeks ago on this day when we did 1.0, we talked about cream spinach.
Wow.
And, and I've been trying to think since I looked at it. I looked at it at about, 6:10. I've been thinking about something like, what in the heck were we talking about?
You know what it has? You know what it had to be? Maybe favorite frozen foods. That's still frozen. I don't know.
I have no idea, but that was one other common thing that we talked about during these 2 mock drafts. But when I look at your player selection, obviously I do think the draft starts at number 3 as well. And 2 weeks ago you had Justin Fields. Now the reports are all coming out that San Francisco is going with Mac Jones.
Right.
I think there's a big smoke show.
Possibly, and you know what? As more comes out, I think the final mock will be the morning of the draft.
And here's where I say there's so much going on. And you can call it especially guys like Justin Fields, Mac Jones, will be doing the same thing moving forward. So the evaluation will be up the same, and a little bit more obviously because the game is different and defenses are different. But you've got Mac Jones going to San Francisco. I don't have any problem with that because there is a chance that John Lynch is going to take Mac Jones, but then Justin Fields I think is interesting to Atlanta because they, I believe, they're not at they're unique in regards to they have a lot of talent. They just had a really bad year last year. And I don't know that, I think they're the one team picking in the top 9 that can have the biggest bounce back this year.
Yeah, especially like if they would select Pitts, they put him with Julio and
Right. And
but-
so that's why I'm curious as to, are they going to go quarterback and let him sit on the money?
Well, the reason is because of what you said. Maybe they feel that they have enough talent now to win anyway. So this draft is really the field selection will be for their future.
Right. So you're looking at it, and I think a lot of people might be looking at it as they actually have a number 4 luxury pick, much like Tampa Bay's luxury pick at 32. It's a little bit different because it's higher, but you mentioned Tampa Bay doesn't really need anything. They got all 22 starters back, and they have depth. But for Justin Fields, I think it would be a great pick for Atlanta. I'm just not sure. I don't know that they can pass up on Kyle Pitts.
I agree with that, and I just don't see Atlanta going there at this point. They kept Ryan, and there's a window with their weapons, and I agree with you, John. If they take Pitts, which makes sense, it just changes everything that you did, Stoney.
Right.
The wild card here is that the rhetoric on Fields is getting better and more positive. Okay, 3 QBs win. You want that 4th best quarterback? Who's willing to go up?
And here's what Atlanta is to Stoney's point of them being able to have a luxury pick at number 4 is what quarterbacks will be available next year when Matt Ryan is 1 year older. They're a little bit further down the road. Do they want to take the 4th best quarterback this year? Because if they do have a good year next year, they're going to be picking way late. They don't want to have to spend a whole lot of draft capital to go up in the draft to try and get a quarterback that may not be as good as a Justin Fields this year, even though he'd be the 4th quarterback.
If I was the Falcons, I'm looking like this. Can I go to Tom Brady?
No.
I don't. I kind of disagree with that a little bit. Tampa, okay.
Tampa has all 22 starters back.
I know. They were 7-5. It's not like they went 14-2 and just completely dominated.
But 7-5.
You can make
the first year of this team being together. It was the first year of calling an offense with Tom Brady and him working with these receivers.
Exactly, but he's also a year older, and everything fell into place for them. And you can make the argument. I'm just being devil's advocate here a little bit. They got hot. Okay, that's what happened. They got hot, and is it sustainable? About injuries, they were very fortunate.
stay healthy on defense, but their whole goal is to outscore everybody they play, and they're going to play in their division. Obviously, Philly. They're going to play the Giants. They're going to play the Washington football team. I think that they can outscore all of those teams.
Absolutely. By the way, the compensation that I have is obviously the first round pick, 44, which is the second round, and a fourth round, not a third, 150.
And so I want to jump really quick to that 44th pick and the draft capital that the Lions are building, and some of the players that you have left available. You've got Alex Leatherwood, you've got Jalen Mayfield, Rondale Moore,
In 2.6 miles, arrive at Walnut Lake Road.
And somebody texted me on that. He said there's no way those ends go before Russo. I don't even think they should go before Russo. Now, I spoke to somebody yesterday who was a Miami Hurricane guy, and he said it's not even close. Phillips of Miami is much better than Russo right now. Because Russo sat out a year. He was good, but he wasn't a great one.
It wasn't dominant. And I think that's going to be one of the guys that is hurt by that opt-out, because there's no way to measure the development that he's had over the course of a calendar year when there was no competition that he took part in. And so I'm looking at those players that were in your original first round that are no longer there. Trayvon Moore, to me, is a game changer. And if the Lions, picking at number 44, if they can move up, and maybe they can package their, what are they, this 38, 39?
Something like that.
If they can package those two picks to move up in the second round and get safety Trayvon Moore out of TCU, now you've got Micah Parsons at that linebacker position. Again, you can use him coming off the edge. You can use him in so many different ways, along with Romeo or hopefully a healthy Trey Flowers. And then you put Trayvon Mooring as a safety who's doesn't have a lot of holes in his game. He can cover, he can come up and run support. He does a great job at that safety position of just his presence, his ball hawk ability. If they can move up in the second round and get him, that would be an unbelievable first two rounds for the Detroit Lions.
You like the pick of Parsons? They're at 10.
I like it at 10. Yeah, at 7. And I would be okay at 7 if there are no trade partners, because of the need, and I do believe he is going to be a game changer. I just think it's drafting a player that you're going to be talking about as a number 7 overall pick.
What about?
And that's going to hang over his head his entire career.
Okay, if there was no trade here, we would have a choice probably of if Pitts was taken, who would you take, Parsons or Slater?
I would take Micah Parsons over Rashawn Slater.
Wow, there are some people who think Slater's better than Sewell.
And the reason that they do is because he can play so many different positions.
They both opted out, right? They both didn't play.
They both didn't play, but when you look at Penei Sewell, he is the prototypical left tackle.
Yeah, and you knew who Sewell was last year.
Right.
In 1 mile, arrive at Walnut Lake Road.
Right, you didn't know who Slater, a lot of people didn't. I mean, to me, Sewell he's a bookend classic tackle.
Sewell is somebody, not going to be as good, but he's like, Joe Thomas. He's going to be there for a decade.
Yeah,
I hope he's that might be too high.
That's what I mean. That's why, as I said, he's not Joe Thomas. But
not yet.
But when you see a tackle projected to go, top 3, top 5, a year or two in advance, to me that's the real deal at that point.
And I think he is. I would not have rated Rashawn Slater higher than Penei Sewell in any way, shape, or form, but the value that Rashawn Slater has is that he could play either tackle position, he could play either guard position, and given enough time, I really believe he could play the center position as well. That doesn't necessarily pay off in the first couple of years because you want to find him a home, you want to get him comfortable, but in years 8, 9, 10 of his career, that could become a very valuable asset.
Stoney, not trying to be mean here at all, but I believe you mocked with your heart. Because I
for
think
the Lions, I probably did.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, I just realized they made a huge error.
You didn't leave Najee Harris out, I know that.
No, they left somebody else.
Uh-oh. Who?
Chase Brown.
Oh, yeah.
Great hit.
No, well, that's why we have a 3.0.
Well, it might change something. Well, not can't. No,
That's all right. Hey,
no, it's not over.
Well, that's
I went over it 3 times.
we have seen a number of individuals, and one of them happens to be the host.
Starting
of Jeopardy
route to
right now,
17302
that has
Fox Street.
dropped down
In 3/4
for
of a
whatever
mile,
reason.
turn
Maybe
right
Jason
onto
Ward is that
Franklin
guy that
Road.
drops
No.
down. He's not going to drop out of the first round.
God. 2 Grand Slam coming up next. 97.
At the next stop sign,
It's John
turn
Jensen here for
right.
Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Don't miss out on the John Jensen Jeep deal this month. During the Jeep Celebration event, you can get into a 2021 Jeep Compass starting at only $219 a month. The Jeep Compass includes over 70 standard and available features to keep you confident behind the wheel, and you will be automatically enrolled in the Jeep Wave program. This premier customer care program provides you with no additional cost, worry-free maintenance,
At
and
the stop sign,
dedicated 24/7
turn right onto
support.
Franklin Road.
Go see my friends Bill and Tim over at Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram today, because they have a ton of these SUVs on the lot right now. Don't go searching around dealer to dealer, wasting time on the road, making phone calls, trying to find a deal when you can go to Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram for your one-stop shop. So whether you live in Waterford, Dearborn, South Lyon, or Warren, you're just a short drive or a click away from the best car buying experience you're ever going to have. Ask for
At the next
John
light,
Jensen Jeep
turn
deal
left.
today. Check them out online at SouthfieldChryslerDodgeJeepRam.com. And remember, all roads in all towns lead to Southfield Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram at 11.5 and Telluride.
97.1 The Ticket. Traffic.
From the WWJ AM 950 Traffic Center, a couple of minor accidents working on the drive this morning. That includes 96 westbound after Wixom Road, another on 75 southbound at 9 Mile. 94 westbound traffic still a little heavy near 16 Mile following an earlier accident. And road work continues
At the light,
59
turn
Holbrook
left onto West
directions
Maple
from
Road.
Lake to Groesbeck. Single lane closures through early July. The DuckDuckGo route you can trust is to head north to 21 Mile Road. I'm Michelle Pena with traffic.
The Detroit Pistons host the Oklahoma City Thunder. Pre-game tomorrow night at 6:35 on News Radio 950 WWJ.
Find yourself among towering trees that rise above, manicured greens that roll smooth and true. Crystal Mountain's 2 championship golf courses give you the opportunity to prove
In 3/4
you
of
can
a
score
mile,
lower.
turn right onto Telegraph
Anytime.
Road.
Spring golf packages start at only $89 a night per person. First-class lodging ranges from comfort to extravagant. Elevate your game and plan your spring golf getaway at crystalmountain.com. This is where you belong, in your element.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. Whether you're buying your first home, upgrading, downsizing, or looking for an investment property, Hall Financial will put you in the best financial position possible. We'll get you pre-approved same day, giving you the confidence to take on the housing market and win. We're even going to connect you with a top realtor in your area. Visit davidhallmortgage.com and let us give you the 5-star service you deserve. That's davidhallmortgage.com.
Hall Financial, NMLS ID 1467435, Equal Housing Lender.
At the Detroit Medical Center, we are committed to serving our community, no matter what. We are standing strong and committed to compassionate, high-quality,
At the
and
light,
safe care.
use the right 2 lanes to
Working
turn
together,
onto
we
Telegraph
strive to
Road.
make lives better for each patient. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The DMC has over 300 locations ready to safely care for you. We are a community built on care. Check dmc.org to learn more and for current hours of operation.
While we've been staying safe at home, scientists have been on a journey. The destination? A COVID-19 vaccine. This journey began decades ago with research into other coronaviruses. Scientists built from there with months of research and development, cooperation with other experts worldwide, and clinical trials on tens of thousands of volunteers of diverse race, age, and health status. They arrived at a safe, effective vaccine, and hundreds of thousands in Michigan have already been vaccinated. But the next step is ours. We need to get the vaccine when we can, keep wearing masks correctly, and taking precautions until we reach our destination, freedom from COVID-19, and getting back to the lives we love. Discover the facts for yourself at michigan.gov/COVID.
In 9.1 miles, turn right onto West McNichols Road.
Is your car no longer stopping like it used to? Don't miss out on spring brake deals at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Our professional parts people will help you find the brake parts and supplies you need to do the job right the first time. You'll Find great deals on brake pads and rotors, fluids, degreasers, and more. Stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts today or visit O'ReillyAuto.com.
Come celebrate Lowe's first annual Spring Fest with a Char-Broil Performance 5-burner grill was $249, now $199. And Style Selection 7-piece Pelham Bay dining set was $219, now $199. Create a new dining experience this Spring Fest. A festival of fun and savings for your garden and total home, in-store or online. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Dining set offer valid for 5/5. Grill offer valid for 4/21. While supplies last. Selection varies by location. Patio accessories sold separately. U.S. only.
Hi, I'm calling to schedule a shipment. Indeed knows unexpected employee turnover can turn your business upside down. That's deep. You gotta hustle. Not just this online chai company. To avoid back orders, she needs to get started hiring right away. I need Indeed. Indeed you do. And the moment you sponsor a job on Indeed, you get a short list of quality candidates from our resume database. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get a $75 credit for your first sponsored job post. Terms and conditions apply.
Pull up to Church's today for boneless that's bringing you up. Lightly delicious. Try Texas tendons and chicken salad for new smoky honey salt for just $3.99. Church's bringing that down on the phone for all time. See you location. Live from the Jamie Samuelson studio, here's Stoney and Jansen.
97.1, the ticket. Yes, the powers that be, being myself, decided we're going to make the appropriate change in the mock draft 2.0, and we'll have that coming up at 8:50. Sometimes when you make a major mistake, and if it was a minor mistake, I don't think I would change it, but
Yeah, Stoney, if you guys weren't listening, he left Trevor Lawrence out.
no. I love J.C. Horn, who most people have as a top 15 pick, at least a top 20 at the latest, so that will change.
We'll have to bump that Tom Brady interview for the 2.0, 2.1.
Exactly. Oh, no. Spent
At 8:50. Sorry, Tom.
a couple hours doing this yesterday, and that's, God, does that piss you off?
so mad at himself.
Because, there are people in this world who make mistakes and don't own up to them and, don't take any responsibility. When you make a mistake, it's not the end of the world, but it's just when you put work into it and you screw up and it's not somebody else's fault, it's your own, it just pisses you off. I don't know. What can I tell you?
Hey, mistakes happen.
I know.
But again, I do want to go back a little bit to just talk about the other players that were not in the first round. I know J.C. Horn will be in it,
Yes.
but Alex Leatherwood, Trayvon Mooring, Rondale Moore, Jalen Mayfield, I can understand how all of them would or might slip out of the first round. But and I mentioned this at the end of the last segment, Trayvon Mooring, if he is available getting out of the first round, the Lions have to do all they can, and if they are able to get that draft capital with the trade with Dallas or whoever they might trade with, to package some of those second-round picks to go up and get a player like Trayvon Mooring, now you're starting to put together a very young but talented defense.
That's the favorite part of the draft since they changed it to this 3-day thing, is that the first round is done, it's settled, and all day long, the next day, teams look to move up and get that guy that fell out of the first round.
Right, the guy that they had on their board that they think nobody else could possibly see. What can we do to get up and get him? And honestly, Rondale Moore, I don't know that I would package deals together or picks together to go up and get him, but if he is available at number 2 for the Lions to take, I think that would be a great pick as well.
Yeah, it won't cost him that much. I don't know if it'll cost him $2,000, but that's nice.
It's the Stoney and Jansen 2 Grand Slam. Your chance to win $2,000 in 60 seconds.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, your chance to win $2,000. It is the 2 Grand Slam. Here's the deal. We ask 10 questions within 60 seconds. If you get them all, you win $2,000. You get $25 for each correct answer. If you do not know the answer, please pass. Use your time wisely. You can always go back to it. If you get one right or wrong, whichever your response, we will not tell you if you're right or you're wrong. And I will say this, in looking at this, it's gettable. I don't think anybody's going to get it, but it is gettable.
There are two that I think are a challenge. I was able to get 8, but I think that if we get the right individual, this one, like you said, could be gettable.
Yes. I got 9, but it's because I know some stuff. I mean, well, I mean,
that's because
because we haven't even talked about a lot of its recency and things like that. All right, here we go. Let's go to Gary in Livonia, your 97.1 The Ticket. What's up, Gary?
Hey guys.
How are you?
I'm good.
Have you ever played the 2 Grand Slam before?
Nope. Just in my car.
And what's the best you've done in your car? Because I have to set the bar based upon your sponsor.
I don't know, maybe 7 or 8.
Okay. We'll set the bar at 6.
Okay.
Because it's a little harder when you're live as opposed to in your car.
There's a little more pressure.
Yes, there is. Gary, take a deep breath. I want to tell you that the clock will start when I begin the first question. Are you ready, Gary?
Yeah.
All right, good luck. The 2001 NFL Draft will be held in this city.
Pass.
The Red Wings traded Anthony Matha to this team.
Capital.
Bruce Springsteen was born in this state.
New Jersey.
Where did Buffalo Bill quarterback Josh Allen play in college?
Stay in the middle 4 lanes.
Wyoming.
This golfer finished 2nd in the Masters last week.
Xander Schauffele.
He played Richie DeMasso in American Hustle.
Christian Bale.
What is the next major tournament on the PGA Tour?
The US Open.
What is the capital of Maine?
Pass.
Justin Fields transferred from this school to Ohio State in 2018. Who is the manager of the Oakland A's?
Pass.
The 2021... Okay, and we got you with 4.
Yep.
Right?
Okay.
$100.
Yeah.
$100 more than you had 10 minutes ago.
Hey, ask him that first question again. You were a little slow there.
The first one?
Yes. Give him a chance.
The 2021 NFL Draft will be held in this city.
Philadelphia.
Correct response would be Cleveland. But thanks for playing, Gary.
Thanks, Gary. Have a great
Let me
day.
go get the pertinent information. I was slow on that, really?
Yeah.
Just on the second time around.
Oh, okay.
A couple other spots, too.
Yeah.
Like you were just thinking about J.C. Horn.
Exactly, I was. Yes, because I said Anthony Mentha or something like that. So he got that one right. The golfer that finished 2nd in the Masters last week was not Xander Schauffele, it was Will Zalatoris. Bradley Cooper played Richie DeMasso in American Hustle. That was the one I didn't get.
I didn't get that one either.
The next major on the PGA Tour is the PGA Championship. They switched the schedules, don't forget. And he passed on the capital of Maine, which is Augusta, and the manager of the Oakland A's, former Tiger Bob Melvin.
Yeah, that one, I expected more than 4, but Gary did a good job.
So what was the other one you didn't get?
The manager of the A's.
That was probably the hardest question in there. Because the other ones, if you watched sports recently, or paid attention, you had the draft is in Cleveland in 2 weeks. Yeah, the trade was the other day. Josh Allen, I think most people or sports fans know. Zalatoris, you had to watch the Masters. He was close, though.
Yes.
And Augusta, a lot of people don't know their state capitals. But it was very fitting that Gov put Augusta in there because they just...
Yeah, followed up by Georgia for Justin Fields.
Exactly.
It was very fitting.
In a different state. All right. Heather has news coming up next.
I sure do. So we know that Zoom fails are a very common occurrence these days, but you guys, a Canadian lawmaker may have just suffered from the ultimate Zoom fail.
Can't wait to hear or see that. 97.1 The Ticket.
This hour's ticket sign bonus keyword is Penny. Text Penny to 72881 for your chance at $1,000.
running despite restrictions.
With Administrative Professionals Day on Wednesday, April 21st, be sure to show your gratitude to the professionals who have ably assisted you this year.
They deserve a little recognition.
My daughter is right. Hi, I'm Paul Viviano of Viviano Flower Shop. This year, let our family and staff help you select the perfect gift of thankful recognition for all those who have kept the office running in good times and in bad.
We have lovely fresh floral designs for every style and budget.
Ordering is easy. Phone us at 1-800-VIVIANO or shop online at Viviano.com.
We also invite you to visit our stores and see our floral artistry on full display.
Viviano's also offers convenient delivery service throughout metropolitan Detroit.
For Administrative Professionals Day and for all of life's celebrations, remember Viviano Flower Shop.
I'm Jeff Lesson, and Lesson on Golf is back. Just accept it. Our 25th year of bringing you the best deals in golf right now at LessonOnGolf.com. Lesson on Golf, Sunday, 8 a.m. 97.1 The Ticket.
Taylor Chevrolet guarantees acceptance of all credit applications. So if you need a new ride but have bad credit, just apply with Taylor Chevrolet's credit specialists at helpgetalone.com. Apply now for an instant pre-approval for your new or pre-owned car, truck, or crossover. Taylor Chevrolet has helped thousands of customers at helpgetalone.com. Even a previous bankruptcy or repossession can be overcome with the help of the experts at Taylor Chevrolet. Find new roads. Apply now at helpgetalone.com. Taylor says yes. We say yes.
One of the things I love about betting on basketball is I'm always finding new player props or game props that are just fun to bet on. And what's cool about FanDuel Sportsbook is you can combine these props with other bets from the same game to score an even bigger payout. It's called a same game parlay bet, and you can find them only on FanDuel. Go ahead, line them up, and if they all come through,
turn right onto Delaware Avenue.
And right now, new and existing users can get up to $25 in-site credit back each day if your parlay falls one leg short with same-game parlay insurance every single day. Just download the FanDuel Sportsbook app to try a same-game parlay and use promo code WOJO at sign-up. That's promo code WOJO. You must be 21 or older and present in Michigan. Refund issued as non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Maximum refund $25. Terms apply. See sportsbook.fanduel.com for details. Gambling problems? Call 1-800-270-7117.
Introducing Fidelity Income Planning. We look at how much you've saved, how much you'll need, and help you build a straightforward plan to generate income, even when you're not working. A plan that gives you the chance to grow your savings and create cash flow that lasts. Plus, you can start, stop, or adjust your plan at any time. Talk to us today so we can help you go from saving to living. Fidelity Brokerage Services from NYSE and SEC.
Microban 24 protects against Staphylococcus aureus and Enterobacter aerogenes bacteria, but does not provide 24-hour protection against viruses. Every time you touch a surface, you leave behind bacteria. To keep surfaces sanitized all day, use Microban 24 sanitizing spray. Spray on hard surfaces to kill 99.9% of viruses and bacteria initially, including the virus that causes COVID-19. Once dry, Microban 24 sanitizing spray is effective for 24 hours on bacteria when used as directed.
This hour of instant feedback brought to you by Mike Capura of National Benefit Plans. For affordable life insurance, call 877-734-2200.
Radio.com is now Odyssey. Download the Odyssey app and listen to 97.1 The Ticket and all the sports, news, music, and podcasts that move you.
Tigers sweep Houston Astros, winning 6-4 yesterday as Michael Fulmer, his first win since June of 2018. Really good early. Gave up a 2-run homer in the fifth, but 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs. Bullpen, hit and miss. Norris was bad. Farmer was good. Lang was good. Cisnero was real bad. Garcia was slow, but got it done. And Soto got the big double play.
The destination is on your right.
And the Badoo.
That's right. Badoo had a base hit, a double. Driven a run, was 1 for 4. Candelaria 3 for 5 with 2 RBIs, and Rex Grossman actually had 2 hits. Tariq Skubal on the mound tonight in Oakland, right here on 97.1 The Ticket, 10 o'clock. First pitch, Carlos Rodon with a no-hitter for the Chicago White Sox last night. Had a perfect game, 8 1/3, and then he hit a batter on the foot. Just barely got it, and that ruined the perfect game, but he got the no-hitter. So that was cool for the White Sox as they beat Cleveland. The Pistons blow an 11-point lead with 5 minutes left, lose 100-98. Reggie Jackson coming back to the LCA, 29 points, including a game-tying 3 and the game winner with 2.3 seconds left. All right, Heather, what's going on?
Yes, well, Colton Underwood, he is about to become a reality TV star again. So after revealing that he's gay on Good Morning America yesterday, TMZ says that his new journey is going to be shot for a reality series on Netflix. So apparently there's been some film crew following him around for the past few weeks, and it's going to focus on his new life as a gay man. So he's going to be up there on our TVs yet again. There's no word on yet when this will actually air or if it's actually going to be happening, but that's what TMZ says. And